What is going on, everybody? James Blood Tech Community here, and today I'll be unboxing the Roku Streambar. Now, for those of you who don't know what this is not only a soundbar, but it is a soundbar with a Roku streaming player built into it, which is pretty cool. So you get powerful streaming with their quad-core processor, crisp and clear dialogue. It's very simple setup, and also you can get HD video, 4K video, also with HDR, Dolby Audio, and Bluetooth. It will come with this remote here. And also it works with Apple AirPlay, Apple HomeKit, and also any of your Google devices that have the Google Assistant built in. Now, when I did purchase this, it did say on the Amazon website that it also will work with your Echo products. So I will test that out and make sure that is actually the case. And also works with all these streaming platforms as well, which is pretty awesome. Like I said, this is actually a Roku device built into the speaker. So I will also not only be unboxing this, but I also will be comparing it to my TV speakers. Now, if you flip it over here on the side, you'll see that you'll get all the same information you got on the front. And on the back, it gives you a little more detail with just the 4K and HDR color, long-range wireless, crisp and clear dialogue, like I said on the front, quiet, loud commercials, and Bluetooth streaming. So that's kind of cool. So if you're watching like live TV and its commercial comes on, it actually will quiet those commercials that way so they're not super loud, because that's an issue I've had in the past before where, you know, you're watching a show and all of a sudden just boom, immediately a loud commercial comes on. So that's kind of cool that it will quiet those. You'll get 4 speakers. You get the side-facing speakers. They will fill your room with sound. Front-facing speakers that enhance the volume and clarity, which is pretty cool. A quad-core processor, powerful 4K and HDR streaming built in, and precise digital amplifiers produce clean and pure sound. Like I said, that's pretty awesome. I am actually really looking forward to trying this out. And as you see here, it comes with a remote, which will have the 4 preset buttons. From what it looks like here, based on the picture, it looks like you probably won't be able to customize those buttons, but that's kind of a shame, because I think it'd be kind of cool to be able to customize the buttons to whichever streaming service you choose to use. Over here, you'll see that you'll have basically, it just uses the HDMI port, and you can also use the free Roku Mobile App, which I think is pretty cool, because the thing I love about Roku is that you can actually use private listening, which some of the remotes will have a headphone jack built in, which I think not a lot of them actually have that anymore. So you could use the app, which what the app will do is actually will give you private listening, so any of your like headphones you use, whether regardless if it's Bluetooth or if you use a headphone jack, you can do private listening, and it will take the audio from your television and pump it through your headphones. That way, so if you don't want to disturb anybody while they're sleeping or any other thing like that, you can listen to whatever TV show, movie, whatever it is you're watching or listening to. You can listen to that privately without disturbing anybody else, which I think is pretty cool. Now, actually, let's get into the box and actually see what we get inside. All right, the very first thing you see here is the quick start guide, which we won't bother with that. And looks like after that you get treated to the speaker itself. Wow, now that is actually smaller than I was anticipating. Before I even take it out of here, wow, that is really thin. I was not expecting it to be that thin. So let's take a look at the back here and see what you end up getting. You end up getting the power port here. So this is just where your typical power cable will get plugged into. You have the optical audio cable, which I believe it does come with one. We'll find out when I look here further in the box. You get your HDMI port, a USB port, and also the reset button. And the cool thing is here, if you actually want to be able to mount this, it comes with the 2 mounting brackets here on the side that you could use as well. So you end up getting, in my personal opinion, you end up getting a decent amount here with this. So you get the HDMI cable. You end up getting what looks to be the power cable. Yeah, the power cable here. So it does use a power brick here on the outside. You also get the Roku Media Remote, which is nice. And yeah, like it's all the preset stuff: Apple TV, Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu. Which is fine, because at least for me, at least I subscribe to 3 out of the 4 things on here, so that's perfect for me. But I think they do actually make a remote where they actually does have 2 additional buttons here up on top, in addition to these 4 that are just blank, that you can actually pretty much program to whatever you want. It would be nice to see that here, but it's a minor issue, not that big of a deal. It does come with 2 AAA batteries that you can actually use in the media remote, so it's kind of nice they provide that. And the one thing I think that is pretty cool they do provide as well is actually the optical audio cable. When I know that there's some soundbars out there that I don't think come with these, so actually it's kind of nice that you can actually get this one as well. So it looks like that's pretty much everything here in the box. So now that we've unboxed everything, let's set this up and see how it compares to the TV speakers.
As we go, and here we are. This is bad. So Alcazar lets me go, and here we are. This is bad.
Take a look. That's Avery's cross. They brought it out of storage just before you guys got here.
They changed the lot order.
Take a whole pile of cash to make that happen.
Right, well, how long before they start the bidding?
Take a look.
That's Avery's cross.
They brought it out of storage just before you guys got here.
They changed the lot order.
Take a whole pile of cash to make that happen.
Right, well, how long before they start the bidding?
Move it! Get out of the way! Stop him! Hey, stop that guy! What are you doing? You let him get away! You speak Spanish.
What?
It's gone. Move it! Get out of the way! Stop him! Hey, stop that guy! What are you doing? You let him get away! You speak Spanish.
What?
Now, when it comes to the soundbar versus the TV speakers, like I just showed you in my recent testing using Uncharted 4 Thief's End as an example, with some of those cutscenes, when it comes to dialogue, you won't really get that much of a difference. Now, there is a difference when it comes to bass. I had bass boost turned on with the soundbar, and honestly, like I said, there is a difference though, and you will definitely get a difference depending on your TV. My TV, I personally didn't hear that great of a difference. There was a little bit of a difference, but not by much, not where it warrants paying the over $100 price tag, in my personal opinion. Now, that being said, if you were going to get the Streambar along with the Roku speakers, the two wireless Roku speakers you could buy separately to give yourself that immersive surround sound type system, then I would say, yeah, it probably would be a good buy at that point. Now, that being said, I have not tested those speakers, so I cannot say, but I would imagine having a soundbar in front of you while also having two speakers behind you or to the side of you would actually give you more of an immersive experience. Now, if you do have a Roku TV, let's just say you have one of those Roku smart TVs, you don't really necessarily need the soundbar itself. You can actually sync up the two wireless speakers directly to your television, use your television as that main front speaker, and while also having the two wireless speakers behind you. So you won't actually need to buy the soundbar if you already have a Roku TV. That being said, if you don't have a Roku TV, you will actually need to buy the soundbar right here in order to hook up the wireless speakers. So it's one of those kind of things, if you have a Roku TV, that's one less thing you don't have to buy if you don't want to buy the soundbar. But if you don't have a Roku TV and you want to have the wireless speakers, you cannot have one without the other. And as far as the speakers go, you can have the soundbar without the two speakers, but you can't have the two speakers without a soundbar. And you can also get a subwoofer as well. So if you really want the immersive experience and you don't have a Roku TV, you get the soundbar, the two speakers, and the subwoofer. Now, that does end up getting up there when it comes to price though, but in comparison, I think when it comes to higher end surround sound systems, you definitely won't be paying the premium price, but you also pay for what you get too. I think in the case of the soundbars, what I can speak to, my testing has shown, at least to me, both what I've shown you and what I've also done also off camera as well, it's a good buy. Like I said, depending on your television, it's not a necessity. I would honestly test it for yourself, see what you think of it. And if you actually have the Streambar from Roku, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think. And if you guys want to pick one of these up, I will leave an affiliate link down in the description below. I do get a small commission from those if you choose to buy one. It's no extra cost to you. But as always, this has been James Blue Eye Tech. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.